Welcome to a quick tour of our latest template for Articulate Storyline, which we call the Banner template, and it's available in 4 colors including blue, green, violet, and red. So in this video we're just going to take a quick peek at all the files that are included when you purchase this template. So let's go ahead and get started. After you purchase your file, you will receive a zip file that contains these 6 folders that you see here on your screen. The first folder contains your license along with a PDF copy of some instructions on how to use the template. Most likely you won't have to refer to this document because the template is fairly straightforward to use, and if you know the basics of using Storyline, then you can use this template, but it's here just in case. In addition, you will also receive the actual story file, which we'll open up a little bit later in this video and take a closer look at. And you will also receive the template file in .story template format, and we will also take a look at this later in this video. The next folder, you're going to find the XML file that contains all the matching colors for the Storyline player so that it matches the template that you purchase. And then you'll also find the MP3 file, which is the intro music file in case you want to use that. But this file is actually already in your template, ready for you to use, but you can actually delete it if you want to. And then the final folder contains some user interface elements. You can use these to create your own layouts if you want to. The template comes pre-formatted with 16 different layouts already, but if for some reason none of those suit your needs, you can create another layout that's custom to you if you want to. So let's go ahead and jump in and take a look at the actual story file. So here you can see we have our story file opened up in Storyline, and one of the first things you'll notice is that you have 2 scenes included inside the file. One of the main goals with these templates is to help you reduce the amount of time you spend developing. So in order to do that, we wanted to give you a number of pre-formatted slides where you can go ahead and just simply add your own content. So let's go ahead and jump into the main scene and see what's inside. The main scene contains 19 slides, and these are essentially each of the different layouts that are included with your template, but we added some content to them. For example, the main page has the title where you can simply add your course title. If you look at the timeline, it already contains your intro music file. If you don't want to use it, simply delete it. We provided you with an objective slide. Again, you may or may not want to use every one of the different slides that we have pre-formatted for you, but if you don't want to use it, simply delete it. But again, we just wanted to give you as much as possible so that you can simply jump in and start developing your course. On this slide, we provided a pop-up box, which we'll go over when we look at this in preview mode. We provided some flash animations and arrows that you can simply copy and paste into your different slides. Before I forget, we've also included matching color schemes for your different captions and your different shapes. So that's taken care of for you. We have the multiple slide layouts that you can see that have placeholders for images and text. We also have 19 matching buttons for you that are already formatted with a different normal, hover, and down states. So all you have to do is simply copy them, and then add them to any slide that you wish to use them on, and then simply add your triggers. So these are perfect for if you want to publish your course without using the standard Storyline menu and player. You can simply use buttons for the navigation. And speaking of the player, we've also included the matching player styles, which we'll take a look at real quick. So if you want to use the menu and the glossary, You can see that the colors are already matching for you, so that's taken care of. And then finally we have a summary screen. But again, you may or may not want to use every slide that's provided. If you don't want all the slides, again, simply delete what you don't want to use. If you need a different slide, pick one of the clean layouts from the menu bar and simply insert it, and then you're good to go. So let's go ahead and jump into the quiz scene. So here we are in our quiz scene, and as you can see, it is comprised of, let's see here, 12 different slides. And what we've done is we've basically formatted most of the quiz question types for you. For example, multiple choice, true, false, multiple response, fill in the blank, etc. We've also went ahead and formatted the correct and incorrect layers for you so that those match. And again, you may or may not want to use every one of these question types. So again, feel free to delete the ones that you don't want to use. If, for example, you need more than one multiple choice, simply copy and paste the question inside of your scene. So here I just pasted another multiple choice question. So now I have two. So again, you can duplicate these as many times as you want to, depending on how you want to set up your quiz. On the final page, we have a results screen where we formatted the results for you. We've also included 3 buttons to allow the user to retry, review, and continue. This particular continue button will jump back to the main scene and allow the user to see the summary slide. But again, you can go ahead and modify these triggers as needed. So that's a quick look at the quiz scene. Next, we'll take a look at what this template looks like in preview mode. Let's go ahead and take a look at the template file in preview mode so that you can have a better idea of what the template might look like after you publish. If you remember back to earlier in the video, we mentioned that a intro music file is concluded with your template. So let's go ahead and hear what that sounds like now. Now that music file is strictly optional. If for some reason you don't want it in your course, all you have to do is simply delete it from your timeline, and then you're good to go. The next slide you'll see here is the objective slide. We went ahead and applied animations to the text for you, again to save you some time. But if for some reason you don't want any animations, you can delete them, or you can change the animations to something else. Here you see the pop-up box that we have formatted for you when we created the triggers already. Here you see the flash arrows. And here you see some of the different layouts that we have created for you. And again, if for some reason none of these layouts suit your needs, you can use the included UI elements that are in your template files to create your own layouts. And we'll take a look at those again at the end of this video. Here you see the buttons, and they have the different states for hover and roll over and on click. And then here you have your quiz scene that we jump to, along with the matching colors and format, as you can see. Here's our correct pop-up box that comes up. Let's get one wrong. So as you can see, we tried to give you as much as possible to get your course started for you, and we hope that it gives you a good lift in your next project. But before we go away, in our next section of this video, we're going to quickly show you how you can build your own layouts using the user interface elements that we've included with your template files. As we mentioned earlier in this video, the template already comes with 16 different slide layouts. But if for some reason your project calls for something that doesn't quite fit any of these particular layouts, We've also included some UI elements with the template files so that you can create your own custom layout. So let's take a quick look at how this is done. The first thing you're going to want to do is add a new slide. You're most likely going to want to select the title only because this is a clean blank slide. So let's quickly add a title. And in this example, I want to build a layout that has two boxes to the left, and then I want to have a character on the right. So let's go ahead and click on Insert, and then Picture, and then you're going to want to navigate to the UI Elements folder that came with your template files. I want to use the small box banner UI element, so I'll select it and click Open. And then here you can see it appears on my slide, and I'm just going to position it to the left. And then I'm just going to go ahead and add an animation to it. So I'm going to, since I want to, I'll go ahead and duplicate this and then put it right below. And there you can quickly see I have my new layout. Let's go ahead and add the character really quick. I'm going to use Hatsumi, and just let's pick a random pose. And here she is. And then let's just have her fly in from the left. And let's take a look at what this looks like in preview mode. So there you can see I quickly created a new slide layout. Of course, you need to add your own titles and text or other images, but you can see that by simply using the UI elements that are included with the template, you can make almost any type of layout that you want. This concludes the quick tour of our template. We hope that you find that it is really helpful in your next project, and we hope that you visit back soon. Thank you.